Well, I believe it started in 1973. Ken Langford was one of the founder members. In the 70s that a building was constructed here, and the site started to be used very regularly for training. Well, they've got to get in a boat early. That's the first thing that's really important. We're targeting kids that are 11 years old and maybe younger to get them in. Certainly the school groups are 11.
Well, in the first instance they get a trial and they can come for like 3 weeks to see if they like it, and then if they do like it, then we offer them a follow-up program and they keep coming, and really some of them just keep coming, and they get a weekly session to start with in their first year, and then perhaps in their second year they'll progress to 2 sessions a week, and you know, in time then we fill in more, we get them to other places. We start to introduce some gym work, and that's how it progresses.
We used to just rely on people hearing about us through the press or whatever, and maybe running some beginner sessions, but more recently, in the last 3 years or so, we've established much more formal links with local schools.
I go into the 3 local schools in Stone and aimed at year 5 and 6, which is 10 and 11-year-olds. Give a little presentation, and we pick 8 that we're going to keep for the year, and then that group stays together and have 1 session a week, sometimes a bit more at the weekends. After about a year they'll join in with the junior club night and hopefully get the influence of some of the other coaches as well. I guess we're just teaching them general canoeing stuff to start off, but the real emphasis on moving water skills, so they really get a good sense of edge and leaning right from the very beginning, which they don't necessarily get if they're taught on a lake or a canal to start off with.
We started 3 years ago in May, and it was like through the school that we did it. I didn't think we'd be progressed this far, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was really exciting. It was just going down, having fun with their friends and just doing something that was a bit different that not many other people really did.
Just like paddling on white water, I love that.
Yeah. And I like the technical aspects of it, so learning all the different technical moves, like the different kinds of breakouts, and like perfecting it, and knowing that when you've done a good move, it feels really good.
I guess it's a fairly friendly and reliable site, so we've always got water to use, and if it's really high we've got the canal to serve the other side. We've always got gates, we've always got access to the water, and we've got floodlights in the winter.
We've got a very user-friendly facility. We haven't got the biggest white water, in fact we haven't got any white water, but the facility with floodlighting, permanent gates, is an excellent training facility.
We have quite a fleet of quite modern slalom boats.
The main thing is having the role models there, just seeing people always, that's the done thing at the club, they don't question that there's any other type of canoeing until they get out a bit further, because that's all they've seen happening, so that's what they want to do. Especially if you see some of the top juniors paddling and you go, wow, they're fast.
Progressing them towards a competition within probably the first 6 months of them starting here. We'd like them to get to a competition to find out what it's about, and that generally gets them sort of hooked.
Parental support is extremely important, and without parental support these guys aren't going to make a dent in the competition that they face.
We were fortunate to have a legacy from one of the old club members, which we're using to kickstart our plans. And you can see the clearing on the opposite side. We've been fortunate to be able to buy that land, and we're looking to be able to next year build a new purpose-built clubhouse up to all the current standards, which will take us through into the next 20 years of the club's future. The most important thing this provides, it provides a really good link to the community. We draw all our paddlers from the local community. 95% of all the paddlers we produce here are homegrown, so we've got a full-time community coach which is funded by Sport England and the local council, and we're bringing school groups in every night of the week and that gives us a real good base to actually draw potential champions of the future from. Because if you think about the pyramid, you've got to have a big base to be able to get a high apex.
Best success for the club is the National Interclub Championships, which take place every year, and they've been running now for, I think, 21, 22 years, and the club have won that competition for, I think, 15 times in 22. So that's pretty remarkable.
And more than 30% of world-class juniors, and all from our club, so it's phenomenal.
You know, Richard Fox was based here. Now we've got a lot of youngsters at the club. This year, I think we've probably got 6 or 7 youngsters who will be representing Great Britain at junior level, and hopefully they'll move on to the senior ranks in the future.